Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll continue the academic CV writing. So let's follow. All right. So now, in the last time, I'm very sorry that the video is not that quite okay, but anyhow, so you just have to get used to this. So now, last time I actually stopped at research experience. Yeah, we can see that I've tried to add my undergrad research experience. Yeah, these are like the list of stuff that I've done. Now, I think some of us probably after you've graduated, probably the professor gave you an opportunity to continue to work in the lab after you've graduated. Just like in my case, what you can try to do is that you can try to include it as a part of your experience in that particular laboratory. I can put something like graduate research assistant, and just copy it like this. Get it research assistant. Okay, so I can onboard. All right, so yeah, I can try to put the date maybe from March, maybe from March. Sorry, April 2022. Let's say like December or no, September of 2021. So I can try to put the space bar. And now everything is quite okay. So yeah, you can see that, yeah, I actually want to retrace it to everyone. Make sure that this captures the objective of your research. So like all those techniques that you've performed in your research, try to put it in bullet point and make sure that it is up to like 3 to 4 bullet points. That's okay. And now the next thing I will be doing now is to add my my internship, because I had an internship during my fourth year. So for the internship, I will try to copy it because I'll try to make the stuff beforehand. So now for the internship, I add my internship at Axe Petroleum. Sorry. So I will create something like this, the heading paste for me. Yeah. So this should be 12, I think. 12 as well. 12. Yeah. So I can try to put like a little space. Yeah. So I'll bold this, bold, yeah, cool. So I can say maybe laboratory intern, laboratory intern, laboratory. So yeah, I'll put the location um, of this company. So it is in Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah. So the next step is to put the date, just like we've been doing. So I think this is from July, I think July 2020, no, 2018 to November 2018. Yeah. So you can try to like reduce this so that it makes sense and it follows what we've been doing. Yeah, cool. Now, the next step we have to do, just like we've been doing, is to put what I've done, the action that I've performed, what I've performed myself in the company. So this, I can try to copy it from my already made CV. So yeah, these are all what I've performed. So I want you to do the same with your internship. Yeah, so basically, keep text, okay? We have to like edit all these again. So delete these as well, delete these, presented. So you can see all the verbs that I try to use: analyzed, carried out, tested, presented, you see. So now the next step for us to do, I think I have to reduce this font to 11. I used 11, try to like justify it, good. then put it in bullet point, you can see. So you have to make sure that all these bullet points, they actually follow and match them each other. So, and also because you have to be very careful if you are applying to like a graduate school, they always want to see that you are paying attention to details. Take for instance, you can see here that I've written a botanical name. You can see, so I have to like put it in italics, so to show that I actually pay attention and I know what I'm doing. So that's this in italics. So good. Now the next thing, okay, I can try to delete this, yeah, to make it make sense. Yeah. So now probably for you to be able to show that okay, you did a lot of stuff in your undergrad, probably during your SWEP experience, you can as well include it here. You can take for instance, probably you had, if you're an engineering student, maybe you had your SWEP program, your SciWest program after your second year and third year, you can as well include it as part of your research experience. So now, because obviously they will give you a project in which no one already beforehand, you don't know how to do it. So they want you to use the knowledge that you've gained in the coursework. So they want to use that, they want you to use that knowledge to be able to solve that particular problem. So now, so they want you to use the experience that you've gained during the coursework to solve those problems. Now, to continue, take for instance, in my case, I can just write unit operation, sorry. So I can try to like recopy this so that it will be nice. I don't know, let me just recopy this guy. Yeah, I think since it is like in the same, yeah, so I will put space. So delete this. So I'll put the name of the lab. I think I did then in unit operation laboratory. So at Lautech, obviously. So I will say, okay, I can put space so that everything matches and it is actually looking nice. And now here I'll try to put my role there is like an intern, laboratory intern. So I can just say laboratory intern because obviously we work with technicians and they help us with some of our experiments. So here I'm going to change the date so you can try to like apply the change. So here I will delete this since we don't have something like this in this case. Then I will put in what I've done. I think this will, I've not already made this. So all what we've achieved following the same pattern that we've been using, starts with an action, all what you've achieved. So probably you've typed that. It could be 3. You don't really have to make sure that it is like 4 bullet points. It could be 3. At times it could be 2. Probably it is just like a 2 month. Like take for instance, probably you use like few weeks, maybe like 4 weeks at a particular laboratory, you wouldn't have done much. So it means probably you are going to have like 2 bullet points or 3. So it doesn't mean that it must always be 4, stuff like that. So let's say we've typed in, maybe this was, oh, sorry. So let me just paste this straight here. So that maybe this was actually what I have done. Maybe it is just 2 bullet points too, so it doesn't matter. So now the next step, okay, probably after, okay, now take for instance, if you are someone that already have like master's degree, probably you are currently undergoing your master's degree. One thing that I've come to realize is that all this coursework or probably some of your experimental courseworks or the report that you submitted in your laboratory, they are also some form of research experience as well. Because in my case, some of my report that I've submitted, all those reports, what we try to do is to look into some journals and we reproduce that journal again. So obviously, this is a form of research experience. Though it is not like we are trying to bring in something novel, but however, we are still trying to do some research, because from there I'll be able to have opportunity to gain some knowledge of experimental techniques, analytical techniques, and stuff like that. So you can try to include it just so as to show that, okay, fine, you can be able to do this. Take for instance, in my case, I had an experience during my master's degree, during this current master's degree. I tried to add it. Sorry, I should just paste it like this. Match formatting. This is not cool. Let's see another one. Let me just keep test only. Okay, fine. So that means that we have to like edit it following our method that we've been using. So I will edit this. So I will delete all these previous ones. Okay, let me delete this. Then I will perform some edits on board, put it into 11. Okay, it is looking nice. What else? Justify, those are the process. Okay, justify, good. So this next one, I'll try to check. Okay, 12. I think this is 12 as well. Okay, good. What's the next step? Onboard this, because yes, the next step is to put this in bullet point. Okay, good, because you can see it is all the bullet points are matching. So the next step is to put the location of these laboratories in Nigeria, Paris, France. So yeah, and the date. So I can try to include you. We follow the protocol that we've been doing. The date is basically September 2021 to January 2022. Yeah. So we can try to like do something like this. Okay. Yeah, then put little space. Then bring this forward so that they can try to like make sense. All right. So let's check. Okay, this is 12 as well. We can make sure that it's 11, I think. Put it into 11. 11, then this should be in 12, I think. 12, yeah, I think. Yes, 12. This is 12. This is 12 and others are 11. Okay, I think let's check this 12. Okay, all these are 12, basically. Everything here, 12 here. So while others, all these bullet points are in 11. Okay, cool. So this, you can see all what I've done. I try to use some analytical techniques, and it is really, really very useful for research, especially any experimental research that deals with material science. So it means you have to use some spectroscopy techniques and also analytical techniques, just like what I've listed. So these are very, very useful research experience. So now I can try to like put something like this. So the next step that you can try to use, probably you have some work experience, probably you've been out of school for a long time. So I want to show that, okay, fine, you have some work experience. You can also create another section called work experience. So here I copied already have. So here I can try to put work experience. So work experience, yeah. So work experience, then you use the same approach that we've used for our research experience. So yeah, I'm going to copy all these as well. The name of the company, the location of the company, your role in the company, probably your role is an intern or probably a graduate trainee or stuff like that. So you can try to include it here. So that's that. For my case, I don't have like work experience. The only kind of work experience that I had then in the company is just in Nadax Petroleum. So and I actually worked as a laboratory intern. So I count my experience as a form of research experience, because here we are trying to test a lot of crude oil samples from the onshore field. So all these are a form of research experience. Okay, now the next step that we're going to try is, okay, in my case, since I don't have, if you have work experience, we put it, but if you do not have, you can try to eliminate this. All right. Okay, so so next, since this kind of CV is tailored for graduate application, especially PhD application. So the next thing I will try to do now is to include my academic conference. Some people even might try to put their publication, whichever way is acceptable. So yeah, I'm going to put my academic conference and seminar. Academic conference and seminar. So yeah, I'm sorry. Paste. So yeah, I'm going to put it in Times New Roman. Yep. So then I put it in the middle. Then I'm sure that it is. So this, I will try to delete this. Yep. So make sure that we put it into 1.5, just like, sorry, no, not like this. So I will have to copy the previous, then say 1.5, I think it should work. Yep. Okay, so, all right. So then how do we do this? This is very, very important because putting academic conference and seminar will actually show to your reviewer that you are a student that knows what is going on in your field of interest. So now this is very important section that you have to put so that it will also show that you've been listening to top professors in your field, you've been attending conference to gain knowledge of the current problem that your line of research is actually moving towards to or trying to solve. So this is very important. In my case, I'm interested in something for my PhD. I'm interested in something like electrochemical and electrochemical energy research. So from there, what I've done is that I try to attend some conferences in the US, especially in my country of interest, USA. So I try to attend some conferences so as to show that I have interest in this field. And what are those conferences? The first one that I try to attend is this conference one. So I'll try to like paste. Yep. So here we are going to do the formatting following what we've been using. We've been using, I will delete this one. Yep. So what do I have to do? Put it in Times New Roman. I will explain how I've done this. Times New Roman, put it into 11, justify this guy. Okay, then can put bullet point. I try to use another bullet point, 1. Yeah. So now, okay, I think I will have to like do this again. 1.5, good. Yeah, so how have I done this? So you can see what I did. I said attended Professor Rudolf Marcos. This is a very top professor in electrochemical energy research. He is very famous for the electron transfer theory. So now you can see this professor, I included the school, he's currently the location, presentation on, so what he presented that I actually have interest in. So, and I mentioned the location, like where was it held? At the electrochemical colloquium. This is a very, very popular online electrochemical colloquium. So this is being done bi-weekly. So I think this is very, very good one to attend if you're interested in electrochemical energy. So how did I come across this type of conference that they do presentation? So what I did was to use Google. I searched on Google, okay, electrochemical conference or seminars. So, and also on YouTube, I searched on YouTube. So all these kind of, so when I searched, I saw stuff like this, then I joined and I registered. So I was able to attend the conference. because all these things, you might not be able to see them or probably in your, um, get them advertised. You're the one that will look for it. So now another one, I attended another conference by the very top scholar in electrochemical energy research, keep test. Okay, so his name is Professor Vengiao in University of Delaware, USA. So these are also a kind of tutorial I presented about electrocatalysis for carbon dioxide utilization. So this is very, very interesting as well. So you put this into bold, we make sure that it is 11. Yeah, so you can use this method. Also, there's another conference that I try to attend. So I can try to like list it as well, enter. So we can put this, keep test only. Then yeah, I try to like bold my name, bold in bold. Then what else? I think that was all. Okay, there's something that is very, very important here. I'm including this because I attended this meeting or something like a conference or seminar. So you have to be very careful. This 16th should be superscript, yeah, which is cool. So now I submitted the report in this conference because our coordinator said we should attend the conference and we should relay our scientific experience. Yeah, I wrote a report about this conference, and which was very cool. But something that I did here is to show the report, like probably you are trying to review my CV. So just for you to show that, okay, I have a good interest in this, my research experience. So what am I going to do? So I put the report in a Google Drive link. You can see this is the Google Drive link. So yeah, this is my scientific experience that shows my interest in electrocatalytic CO2 reduction. So I try to like show all my what I've gained and what the presenter was trying to do. So now this report, I tried to include it in my CV. I copied the link. I included it in my Google Drive. I uploaded it in my Google Drive. Then I copied the link of this particular file. So after copying that, so we can go back to this. So we use the same stuff that we've been using, right click, link. So paste this, okay, let's select this and put link. So, okay, then that's cool. What else? The next thing that I try to do, I think, okay, this is the last thing here. So yeah, I think that's the last thing about, okay, no, there's still another one. So also, this is also another conference that I've presented, that I presented. Okay, so we can use the same formatting and then we can put this part, Control B. Yeah. So here as well, there is a form of link that we can try to use. So link, because this is my conference, I uploaded it on ResearchGate, and so I will just copy the link up. So after copying, I try to include it in my CV. So here I used what we've been using again, paste, select all these, then link. So that's okay. Okay, so you can see it is cool. So now we are going to stop here then so that we can make this video very short, though I think it's still long, probably because I used some time in the research experience and to explain other stuff. So now we are going to stop here, then we'll continue in the next video. Thank you for listening.